Hello there friends, and welcome to this video about how to enqueue Bootstrap and Fontawesome into your theme. And we're gonna do this without any plugins, so it's all coding as usual. And as my name kind of suggests, we are going to code it all by ourselves. Now, enqueuing Bootstrap and Fontawesome is relatively easy, and it shouldn't cause you any problems really. But let's go through it together step by step. So first, let's talk a little bit about what Bootstrap and Fontawesome is. So Bootstrap is a CSS framework, which is great if you're not great at design or need to put out some websites really fast. And also if you're more of a backend guy and just want to see what your application looks like, then Bootstrap is excellent to use. Now, the downside with the Bootstrap is that it's gonna look like a very standard site out there, and if you want to customize your site, the look of your site, then I recommend that you're using your own customized CSS style sheet or a combination of the both. And then you get both the benefits from using Bootstrap and also the benefits of customizing your own site to look whatever you want it to look like. And Fontawesome, that's a icon set that is quite popular to use, and it's perfect if you need icons for your website, such as an envelope or a Facebook image, phone symbol, stuff like that. So I highly recommend using Fontawesome if you don't have access or ability to create your own icons, of course. All right, so let's get started. So what I have here is my theme that I have worked on before. So if you have checked out my other videos, you will see the YouTube CIY theme. And on the front end, it's nothing special really. It's just a the front page here, the one we've worked on before. So it just says hello from frontpage.php. So let's take a look at the back end. And in here there's my front page, and it just contains a class of container and hello from frontpage.php. All right, so the files we're gonna work on today, except for the front page, is the functions.php, and then also we are going to work on the enqueue.php, which I have already created in a previous video. Now, you don't have to use this enqueue.php. You can enqueue all your style sheets directly in your functions.php. The reason I do this in a separate file is just to keep it more organized and easier to edit and add or remove script files or style sheets later on. All right, so let's get started. All right, so let's start with this basics here. So let's start with our enqueue.php file, and I have created this file in a folder called inc. Right, so if you don't have this, create a folder called inc, and then a file called enqueue.php, and then you can see I have the same old function, load scripts, right here. And then I have my customized style sheet right here, and then my own JavaScript file below here. And then I have an add action hook, which takes in the VP enqueue scripts parameter and then the name of the script up here. So if you haven't done that, now it's the time to do that. All right, but if you have followed along in my previous videos, you should have this. So what we're going to do is we are going to add first the Bootstrap CDN. So what we're going to do first is actually go and find Bootstrap. So if you go to Google, just type in get Bootstrap like this, and we got here getbootstrap.com. Click on the link, and in we go. Now this is a start page, and as you can see, there's two options. You can download the whole Bootstrap folder to your local machine. We're going to do that later, just to show you how to do that. And then you can just press get started here, and then it will take you to the links that we are going to use. Take a note of the current version. So this is the latest version here, 4.4.1, as of this video. If you watch later, this version might have been updated. All right. Okay, so let's start here. Let's click on get started, and let's get in here. So let's have a look at the quick start. All right. So what we need to do here is just to copy paste this link here, or this link. And the whole link here is if you're using a static HTML sheet, we're not gonna need all of this. Okay. So what we're gonna copy here is basically only this part here. All right. So you can either just click on copy or just copy this specific field that you need. All right. So I'm gonna copy, Control C. Then let's head back to our file structure, and in our enqueue.php, I'm just gonna go below my custom style sheet, and it has the same function, vp underscore enqueue underscore style, and then I'm gonna call it ciy underscore bootstrap. Okay, so remember this name needs to be unique, bootstrap. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to paste in the link that we copied. And also one thing we need to take into account is we need to remove this. And oops, we don't need the href here either, so it was too much. All right, so the link starts from https and ends on .css. All right, that's the thing that you need. And then semicolon at the end, not a dot, semicolon. And let's before we save, let's just take a look at the front end. Okay, so I have the theme here, and as you can see, there's no style here at all. And if we have a look at the page source, all right, and then Control F to search. So if we search for Bootstrap, you can see that down here, phrase not found. That means it's not here, right? So as you can see, it's just standard HTML, CSS. So let's go back here. Let's save it. And one thing more that you need to do, if you don't keep it in functions.php, this script, or this function, you have to bring it in to your functions.php. Now, I have already done that, but what you need to do here is copy this line, require get underscore template directory, and a parenthesis, then append it with a period, and then as a string, the location of the file. So in my case, I have it from the root folder to my inc folder, and then the name of the file, which is enqueue.php. All right, so that's that. Now let's take a look at our front end, and I'm just going to show you one more thing in a front page. So as you can see now, I have the class of container. If I let's remove this one first. Let's add it later. Okay, so let's save this one. Okay, so this one is normal h1 hello from front page of PHP. Okay, and let's refresh. All right, you can see the styling taking effect here, right? So you have hello from front page.php, and you can see this is a different font. And if we look at the page source again, And now if we Control F and search for Bootstrap, and let's search actually I spelled it wrong. Bootstrap. Okay, right. So as you can see, we got it first up here, as you can see. So this is the CDN that we copied, and here down here is the full file here. So as you can see, we have the media all, and then this is a Bootstrap link, and this is the name that we added. All right, so WordPress add -css at the end automatically. So that's it's pretty straightforward, and I showed you also if I add a class of container, and I'm on VS Code with Emmet. So if I just write the dot and the class name, press tab, it spells out the full div here. So I'm just gonna go down and copy paste in here. So container is a Bootstrap class. Pretty handy to use. And if we head back here and refresh, you can see there's a margin here or padding here on the side. All right, so that's how you add the Bootstrap. Now let's add the JavaScript as well. All right. So let's head back to Bootstrap, and below the CSS here you have the JavaScript. And if you read here, that actually it needs all three here. So for it's something called popper, and then a jQuery. All right, so you need to place the jQuery and popper.js before any JavaScript plugins. So we're gonna do same here. We're going to copy the whole link here. Starts from HTTPS and ends on .js. So let's copy it. Let's head back to our enqueue.php, and I'm just going to go down to the next line, and we need to enqueue the script file. So if we do vp underscore enqueue underscore script, and in this case I'm just going to call it my jQuery script, or actually I'm going to call it my Bootstrap. Was it jQuery? I think it was jQuery. And then same here. Just paste in the link. Then semicolon. Now we need to add the popper and the actual JS file. So let's do the same here. Just gonna copy these two. First this one, and I'm gonna do the same enqueue script here. vp underscore enqueue underscore script, and then my Bootstrap popper, paste in the link, and close it off with a semicolon, and then again vp underscore enqueue underscore script, and I don't know why it can't spell Bootstrap. Bootstrap. This is not right either, right? Bootstrap. All right. Okay, and then next are my JS, or actually my Bootstrap underscore JS, and then let's copy the JS link right there and paste it in, and let's save it. All right, so now if we go back to our front end refresh, And let's take a look at the page source. Okay, and if you press Control F, and let's search for our JavaScript files here, right? So we have JavaScript, all right? Okay, so if we look here at the top here, so we have first these two here. All right, so we have got the link for the jQuery and the popper, and then down here at the bottom we have first the jQuery, then the popper, and then the Bootstrap. The Bootstrap JavaScript as well. All right, so now let's go back to our backend and let's see if it actually works. So let's go to our front end, and I'm just going to put in a very simple alert, and this is a Bootstrap alert. So I'm just going to do a class of alert and alert success, like this. Oh, what's this? Alert. Let's first start like this, and then alert success. And in this alert, I'm just going to put in maybe a strong tag saying success. And I spelled that wrong too. Okay, and that's pretty much it. All right, let's go to our front end. Let's see if it works. And let's refresh. All right, so we get the success. And you can see this one is already styled because we have, first of all, we have the Bootstrap CSS file, and the JavaScript works here as well. This is an alert message. All right, so that's that. Now you can download the whole file if you don't want to work with the CDN. The reason you might want to download the files is if you are working offline, then this will still work. If you're working offline, then obviously the files or the CDN is not going to work. So let's go back to our the Bootstrap page, and let's go back here to get started. So you have the download button here. So let's click on download. All right, so we have the compile CSS and JS. So let's download here the compiled versions, and then depending on your internet connection, you might have to wait a little. So I'm just gonna save the file and let's press OK, and then I'm going to go straight to the folder and open up. And in this one here, so you have the CSS and JS right here. So I'm going to start with the CSS. All right, so the file you need is this one here, bootstrap.min. Okay, so that's the minified version, and it takes up less space than any other of these. All right, so let's copy bootstrap.min, and now you might want to use the other files here as well, but for this example, I'm just going to use the bootstrap.min. All right, so let's go back to our backend, and I am actually just going to paste it into my assets and CSS folder, and I didn't copy, I think. So let's copy this file here. So I'm just going to right click, copy, and then I'm going to go to the folder for this one here. So let's do that. Let's see, customer IP. This is not it. Let's go here. Here's my WordPress content, and let's see, themes. Here we go, and into my assets file, and let's just pop it in there, and then let's do the same thing with our JavaScript file while we're at it. So the JavaScript file you need is the bootstrap.min. So let's do the same thing there, copy, and then let's head back to our theme file, and content, themes, let's do the same, and the JavaScript, and just paste it in there. All right, so that's that. Now let's enqueue these two. So let's go to the enqueue.php and let's comment out what we did before. So I commented out the other Bootstrap CDN links. Let's save it and let's go back to our front end and let's take a look there. So as you can see, all our stylings are gone here. Okay. Now let's head back here to backend. Let's enqueue it, and this time we're gonna enqueue it just like any other style sheet. So enqueue underscore style, and I'm going to call it CIY Bootstrap download. Let's make it unique, and then again get template directory URI, and let's append it with a period, and then where we find this file. So in our root, and then going to our assets folder, then into our CSS folder, and then straight into the bootstrap.min.css. Right, so bootstrap.min.css, and then if there's any dependencies, there's none, just leave it an empty array. Now the version, so remember, go back here to the Bootstrap homepage. You see the version. Current version is 4.4.1, so that's the one we need. So in a string, 4.4.1, and the media here is it's readable on all kinds of devices. Let's close it off, and let's save it, and let's go back to our front end, and let's refresh. And as you can see, we have all this working for us here, right? Now let's add in the front end. Well, let's do the JavaScript there as well. So let's get back into our let's see, yeah, let's go down here. So underscore enqueue underscore script, and I'm just call it CIY underscore JS download. Then same here, get template directory underscore URI. Let's append it, and in a root, assets folder, and this time it's JavaScript. And in our JavaScript folder, it's go over here, it's bootstrap.min.js. So let's put that in. So boot inside here, bootstrap.min bootstrap.js. And again, no dependencies this time. So array, an empty array, and the version again 4.4.1, 4.4.1, and then I'm gonna put it as true. Just want to where we want to load this this file here. All right, and end up with a semicolon. Let's go back here and let's refresh. We have the success here. All right, so that's for the Bootstrap. Next, let's take a look at the Fontawesome kit. So that's a code kit. Sorry, no, an icon kit that we can use to put in icons on our website. But before we do that, I realized that I made a mistake. Actually, well, not a mistake. If you look at the page source and you search for Control F and you search for JavaScript, you only have this JavaScript up here, and your file is not included. All right. So the reason for that is that I actually, when we enqueued a JavaScript file, I put back here as true, and that means it's going to load in the footer. Now, of course, I forgot to include the footer. So you could either just put in false here, just an example, and let's head back here and refresh, and let's cross this one off, and let's view page source. Right, and then Control F, and then search for a JavaScript. Right, now you have your JavaScript file down here included in the header, or you could, if you want to load it in your footer, you put it back to true. You have to include the footer, just as we did, include the header up here. So a PHP tag, then get footer, semicolon, and close that one off there. And now if we head back here to our front end and refresh, then have a look, you can see the footer, view the page source, and let's Control F and search for JavaScript again. You have your JavaScript up here, and why not? What did I forget? I probably forgot to, it's still there. Or maybe I should have done a hard refresh and view page source. F JavaScript still not there. Let's see. Oh yeah, sorry, down here. Maybe scroll down a little. That was a stupid mistake. All right, so if you have any issues, remember to scroll down. Don't do what I did. All right, so remember to scroll down. It can be helpful sometimes. All right, let's leave that behind us, and you can see your JavaScript files down here in the footer. Right, let's move on before I do anything else embarrassing. All right, so let's talk about Fontawesome. All right, and as I said before, Fontawesome is a icon kit. So in order to get that one, let's search for Fontawesome. And here we got Fontawesome. And if we click on the link there, let's explore the website here a little bit. So first you have icons. Let's take a look there. So here are all the icons that you can use, and you can search for them as well. So let's say you want Facebook icon, just search for Facebook. All right, not all of these are free. So there's a pay version, and it's a free version. So the Pro is, as you can see up here, will sign there for Pro. So you need to pay for that one. But this one is free. This one's free. This one's free. This one's free. This one's free. All right. So that's how that works. So let's include that. So what you need to do is you need to sign in, set up an account. So let's start for free. Just click that button, and let's enter our email. And when we do that, we get a kit code that we're gonna use. All right. So let's do that. So let's start with an email. So I'm gonna use the official, well, official, I don't know, but the code yourself, guys. So the code it yourself at mail.com, and for some reason I forgot to put in guy there, but it is what it is. All right, send kit code. All right, so check your email. So I will pause the video and I will check the email, but you should get the same email as I have. All right, so now we're in. If you just follow that email and then put in your password, set up your information, you should have this this page like I have. Now, if you go down here, you have Fontawesome kits. So we need to use this kit here. All right, so I have you have get one kit created automatically here. So let's click on Manage Kit. All right, so this is the kit. All right, so you can give it a name if you want. I'm just gonna keep it as it is. All right, so I'm just gonna click on this one here, and it will take us to our little kit page. All right, so down here or up here, first of all, you have the actual script tag that you need to use, and down here you have a little example. So if you have a static HTML page, this is how you include it, just as a normal script file. So as we did with the Bootstrap CDN, we're just going to copy this line of code. So if we go back up here, we're just going to copy this one here from HTTPS all the way to JS at the end. All right, so let's copy this, and let's go back to our back end. All right, so at the bottom here, I'm going to add a Fontawesome. So as you remember, maybe it says script here, so it means it's a script file, and also it's a JS file. So that tells us that it is a script file. So we need to enqueue it as a script file. All right, so let's just do enqueue underscore script, and here we are going to call it maybe my CIY underscore font awesome. All right, and then again we're just going to paste in the link, and then at the end a semicolon, and then let's refresh, and obviously nothing's gonna happen here because we haven't brought in any icons. But let's take a look at the page source, and not that one, but if you Control F and Fontawesome. Let's see, we got Fontawesome up here as a link, and then we get down here the actual script file. All right, so right there we got our kit Fontawesome. All right, okay, so now it's included. Let's add something cool. All right, so let's head back here to our front page. So I'm going to, in this container below my alert, I'm going to add a icon. let's see what icon we should use. So go back to Fontawesome page and click on icons. And I'm going to actually include a little envelope, methinks. All right, so let's search for envelope. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one here. Just gonna click on it, and it will take us to the icon page. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we have to copy this one here, the whole HTML tag. So just gonna click on this one, and then go back to our backend, and in here we're just gonna paste it in like this. Okay, and that's all we need to do for now. Let's go to our front end, refresh, and as you can see, we have our little envelope right here. All right, now you can style this envelope to make it bigger, a different color. So you can do whatever you want there, but I'll leave that for another video, and well, you can probably figure it out yourself. So that's actually pretty much it, and as you can see, it's not that difficult, especially if you don't make any stupid mistakes like I did. So remember to scroll down, then you will find script files. All right, so that's it. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.